What a remarkable skin to show you here. This is 1786 Russian reindeer. This is the genuine skin that was recovered from the wreckage of the Meta-Katharina. It was a Danish registered ship that sadly it got into it was wrecked in a storm off the coast of Cornwall in 1786. The vessel had been to, I believe, it was a Danish registered. I think it had been to Russia. These skins, I believe, were tanned in an old tannery in St. Petersburg, and they were being transported. They were trying to come round the south coast of England and come up the Thames estuary to come to London to sell these skins. Tragically, the ship was lost, wrecked in the storm. As I understand it, there was no loss of life. I believe the crew managed to sort of scramble aboard, not ashore, I beg your pardon, because it was not too far from the coast. I think they could sort of swim ashore. And it was discovered in the early 70s. In 1973, divers went onto the ship and they recovered these skins, which were wrapped up in giant oilskins. Now it's off the coast of Cornwall, and it actually theoretically it's property of the Duchy of Cornwall. Prince Charles is the current, and has been since the early 70s, the current duchy. And with his permission, these skins were recovered, and the skins were actually sold to George Cleverly. And part of the deal was Prince Charles said, you know, I'd quite fancy a pair of those shoes myself. So he had the very, very first pair. I think he took delivery in 1974. And quite recently, in fact, it was about 6 or 7 months ago, the Prince was photographed alongside Lionel Richie. He was doing a tour of the Caribbean. I forget which of the particular islands he was on, and he was wearing his 1974 bespoke George Cleverly, made out of this batch of skins. And you can imagine how thrilled the Cleverly company were to see him still wearing those. Now, it is unique. Let's bring it quite close to the camera. You see, there's like a cross hatching. And it's also very lumpy. It's the water that's made the skin very lumpy. It's been submerged for 200 years. If I bring it round to a slightly smoother bit of skin, there we go. We can see the sort of the cross hatching, which these skins were originally quite smooth. With the cross hatching, they didn't originally have all of this lumpy, this wrinkly surface. That's been done by the water. There are skins available today, Russian reindeer skins, which is made to look like this, and it does have this crisscross cross hatching effect, and the skins are quite smooth, and they're quite smooth all over. What they don't have is this sort of quite scarred and wrinkled and bumpy surface along with the cross hatching. It is a truly remarkable skin. It's quite fascinating. Every time I wear these shoes, I just can't keep my eyes from gazing down at my own feet. Fascinating. The history is unbelievable. A lot of people sort of believe this to be something of a myth. They don't think it's genuine. They think it's some sort of an exercise, like a publicity exercise cooked up by George Cleverly. It's not. It's absolutely true. It's no myth. This is a genuine piece of skin. 1 or 2 high-end makers have had access to this skin to make their own sort of version of bespoke shoes. As I understand it, all of the skins come via George Cleverly. They control where the skin goes and when and to whom. And I can't stress enough, it's just stunning, and one of the favourite skins within my collection, extremely rare. Eventually, the supply it'll just dry up. You know, there won't be any more. You know, whether you want a simple watch strap or whether you want a pair of shoes like these, or indeed something larger like a bag or a briefcase. They do have skins available at George Cleverly, and let's just go right back in again, have a really good look. There's quite a glare coming from the LED light above the camera, so I'll move it around a bit, but there's nothing quite like it. This is unique. Yeah, really quite fascinating.